Hey fam, happy Mother's Day. Yes, it is Mother's Day. And actually that is something I had forgot about, honestly. I did not even think about it. And during this past week, they're like, oh wait, Sunday's Mother's Day. Anyway, happy Mother's Day. But anyway, so since it's Mother's Day, I just have a message for the mothers. I had something else planned for today, but then when, like I said, I realized later in the week that today's Mother's Day. Like, oh, I'm gonna change it up. But anyway, so yes, so happy Mother's Day. So how have your Mother's Day been going so far? Hopefully it's been doing great. Anyway, welcome to Minutes with Misa, and I'm so glad that you've taken the time to watch. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate each and every one of you because I know there are other things that you could have been doing and you take the time to watch, and I say thank you. I appreciate it. And yes, and I know that Mother's Day can be painful for a lot of people because you might not have your mother probably transitioned on and she's no longer here. If you did have a mother, maybe you didn't have a very good relationship you don't have a very good relationship with your mother. Maybe you guys do not talk, you don't get along at all. Maybe your mother was abusive or something like that. And so therefore, maybe this day doesn't really mean all that much to you. I mean, I do know that Mother's Day can be painful for a lot of people. Mother's Day can be painful for those women who never got a chance to have children, or they do not have children, or they have endured one miscarriage after another. It could be a very painful for those who have endured that. I know that from being around people and just hearing what they had to say around Mother's Day and see how sad they would get whenever Mother's Day come around and people going around saying Happy Mother's Day, and knowing that they have had one miscarriage after another, or they wanted a kid, they couldn't have kids, and they were just really, really saddened. And the day was more torturous for them than anything. And that's sad. That's really, really sad. Um, First of all, if this is your first Mother's Day without your mother, I just pray prayers of comfort to you. I mean, the first Mother's Day is always the hardest. I know for me, the first Mother's Day after my mother transitioned, after she died, it was the hardest. But, it gets easier year after year. So this first one is hard. The first one is hard. You probably lost your mother recently, you know, um, days ago. Might even be today. That's a hard thing. It really is. Just think about all the good times you did have together and the time that you had her. That's all you can do. Just be grateful for the time that you had with your mother when she was here. And even for those your mother had been gone for years now, if you still miss her, because you can no longer talk to her or see her. And so it's still kind of hard for you. Maybe some of you also, like I know on this damn Mother's Day, a lot of people, they're visiting the cemetery, go to the cemetery, take flowers or whatever for Mother's Day. I've been there, done that. I know all about that. And so yeah, and also, like I said, for those of you, your mother is still around, but the relationship's not there because it's strained. You're not talking because maybe they're abusive, they were abusive, or verbally, emotional, sexually, whatever abuse it was that you had to endure. Maybe it was just harsh, and you can just care less whatsoever about your mother, about that parent. That's a hard one. If you can, you really should try to make amends. I mean, there's no excuse for a parent mistreating their child, the child they gave birth to. The child they probably, you could have been abandoned. They probably gave you up for adoption. There's never an excuse. But if they are alive, still alive, first you have to work, try to forgive them. Ask God to help you to forgive them. Um, you don't necessarily have to go and just try to be around them if you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable, but at least forgive them. And I also pray comfort for you. I just pray that God comforts you, fills your heart with His peace. You feel His presence all around you. And also for those of you, your mother probably abandoned you, gave you up for adoption. Maybe she just abandoned you. Maybe she just felt like she could not give you the love that you deserve. She couldn't give you the home that you deserve. And so she wants you to have a better life. And perhaps you did have a better life. But also there are those people who ended up in foster care, or they end up being adopted by people who were mean, nasty, and abusive to them. I mean, that happens a lot too. But your mother, she probably was trying to look out for you. She did probably not know all those bad things were going to happen when she gave you up or when she left you. The best thing about it, regardless of your situation, if you have a relationship with God, then you're in good hands. Because we know that the word lets us know that God is a father and a mother to us. You know, like the word said, when my father and mother forsaken me, God took care of me. He took me in. And the same thing goes for you. Whether your mother, she transitioned, whether she died, whether she was abusive and you're not getting along, whether she abandoned you or gave you up for adoption, you have Yahweh God, who would be a father and a mother to you. He could fill that empty space. He can love you deeper and better than any person can, even your mother. I mean, he really does. I mean, mothers, a lot of them love their children, but it does not compare to the way that God loves them. I mean, it doesn't compare at all. So, yeah, so even if you did not, your mother's no longer around you, or you can get that love and give that love, or you never receive that love from them, let God love on you. And I pray that you allow God to love on you. I pray that you feel God's love all around you. I pray that He filled that void that was there, that void that your mother was not able to fill. I pray that He feels that. And I pray that you can feel Him filling you, filling up that void. And I pray that you feel His unconditional love all around you. And I just pray that you allow that to happen. And if you don't know Him like that, if you don't know Him as a loving parent, then you will give Him a chance, give Him a try. He said, taste and see that I'm good. So take the time to just get to know Him not just as a loving father, but also as a mother. Because He's nurturing. Just as the mother should be nurturing, He is nurturing. I think the name for God, El Shaddai, is the breasted one. Because a woman, when she breastfeeds her child, she nourishing that child, giving her that child what her child needs. And God does the same thing. He nurtures us. We nurse at His breast. He is the breasted one, El Shaddai. And so, yes, get to know Him as mother, father, whatever you need, whatever's missing out of your life. Let God feel that. Let Him be that to you. And for all of you, for you that desire to be a mother, and your child probably died, or you endured miscarriages, or medically you just could not have a child. There are other ways to be a parent. I know you want to be able to have your own child, and maybe you cannot afford to do in vitro, and maybe you don't want to foster and adopt, but there are so many kids out there that need home, that needs love. So, give it a try. If you don't want to commit to adopting, try fostering. Um, like I said, a lot of those kids, they need parents. They need, so just consider it. Even if you are alone and don't have a spouse or partner, you can still, they allow you to foster and adopt even if you are single. And so, yeah, and you're not too old, no matter what. Miracles happen all the time. It's throughout the Bible. Hannah, Elizabeth, Sarah, all of them. All of them had those miracle babies. They had those miracle children. Rachel, Rebecca, all of them. All of them had kids late. It looked like they couldn't have any, or it took a long time, but God opened up their womb. He made it possible. And God can still open up your womb. He is the one who has the ability. He does. So he can do it for you. He does not change. He's not a respecter of persons. He not, no. And like I said, don't give up on the idea of adopting, because there's a child out there somewhere who needs your love. Who needs your love. And so, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's just our message for all of you on this Mother's Day. I pray that you've gotten something out of it. And if you know someone that's having a hard time today because of Mother's Day, check on them. Let them know you're thinking about them. Take them some flowers. Love on them. Anyway, so thank you guys again for taking time to watch. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Happy Mother's Day to you. Even if you were raised by your grandmother, love on her today if she's still around. Yeah, so you guys take care. Have a marvelous week. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Anyway, thank you for taking time to watch. I do appreciate each and every one of you, you guys. Be blessed. Talk to you all so very soon. Love you.